Hey, and welcome back to Native Eats. Today I have an awesome show for you guys because I have been wanting to get you my gluten-free biscuits. Amazing gluten-free biscuits recipe. So let's get started. Here's what you're gonna need. And you know what, guys? I don't know if you've ever tried a lot of gluten-free biscuits, but they're like few and far between. So this recipe I have really worked on over the years through a lot of really dry, yucky biscuits. And so this one is, you gotta try it. It is so good. And earlier, I actually made some biscuits with a little bit too much liquid. So we ate them and they are amazing, but they're not as pretty as your family would want them to look when they come over for Christmas morning. But let me just give you a sneak peek at these things. These are amazing. They're like chewy and crunchy, as you can see, these biscuits. You can certainly have these for country sausage and gravy, which I'm going to show you today. So to get started, we're gonna do our dry ingredients as you should when you start any biscuit recipe, and you should keep all your cold ingredients really, really cold in the refrigerator until we're ready to go. But to start off, we're gonna need almond flour, tapioca, salt, good salt, baking soda, and baking powder. Those are your dry ingredients. And to get started, your tools you're gonna need are a little bit of a sifter, a bowl to put your dry ingredients in. You're going to need a 1 cup scooper. You're gonna need a tablespoon and a teaspoon, a biscuit cutter, your favorite kind, a rolling pin, a scraper, and I just use this to kind of stir the flour, a little whisk. So to get started, we're going to use, 2 cups, so it's 2 and 2. 2 cups of tapioca and 2 cups of almond flour. Now, we're gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and this is non-GMO because please watch our corn discussion. It is we talk about corn and most of it's GMO, but anyway, get the non-GMO cornstarch or baking powder with cornstarch, and then you're going to use baking soda, 2 teaspoons, and then we're gonna use 2 teaspoons of very good salt, pink salt, and that's your dry. And we're just gonna get that going in there. And the almond flour is a little bit, thick, so it's a little harder to get through sometimes, but. We're gonna get our very good butter out. In this case, Finlandia, grass-fed, very good. We are going to get our milk, raw farm milk from our farmer, our local farmer that we love. Comment us if you want to know. So we've got our honey, and we need 2 eggs. And again, keep everything nice and cold. And 2 eggs. There we go. So crack your eggs in first so that in case you have any shells happen, you'll be able to get them out. Mix them up a little bit. We're gonna add the honey. Honey's optional, but I love it. So add about 2 tablespoons of honey. And vinegar is also optional, gives it like a buttermilky effect. Tablespoon or 2, depending on your taste. I probably put about a tablespoon in. And just stir it up. And then get your very good cold milk. And we're gonna go to 1.5. Stir your cold liquid up. And reserve it in the refrigerator. And now you're going to knead in your very, very cold butter. And you're going to use a 1/2 cup, which is half of this stick. Okay. And you're gonna get this to like grandma said, pea size. And that looks like good sized peas there. So now we're gonna dig a little bit of a well, and we're gonna put our wet ingredients in. I was gonna reserve a tiny little bit just to see how the mixture pans out. And don't overmix this. I always, I talk to you guys about gluten-free baking and that you can mix it. But in this case, biscuits are biscuits and you don't want to overmix them because they have, and don't put your mortar and pestle tool in there. So take this into the refrigerator or the freezer. You can put it in the freezer for a minute. Let it set up for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now we're just gonna take them right out of this bowl. They look really good. Just give them a little spin. Yeah, they look really nice. Consistency, check. So this consistency is pretty good. Very nice. Ready to roll out. Get you a nice ball. And roll it out. Okay. So we have the oven at 420. And I like to put them kind of like middle to top so they can get really brown. And I'm gonna put the timer, so preheated oven 420. We're gonna put the timer for 11 minutes. If it needs to go a little longer, we'll check it, but that should get them nice and golden brown. And I'll see you guys back here in 11 minutes. Okay guys, so I don't know, today it's like the oven is hot today. So 420 and I would pull them in 9 minutes. So these are our beautiful biscuits. As you can see, let's take the bunk biscuits out. You can see the difference of the bunk biscuits versus, you know, the nice, tall, pretty biscuits. And I mean, these aren't that bad. You know, these are the ones that I poured a little too much liquid in and didn't reserve enough. But they're killer. I mean, these are killer. So we actually will eat those in the kitchen with some sausage gravy. So now that these beautiful gluten-free biscuits are done, they're probably boiling hot, but I'll pull a couple off. Ah! Just kidding. A couple off for you. I mean, they really are hot, but not too bad. So look how pretty those are. Those biscuits. So these are our gluten-free biscuits. And please like it, subscribe, receive post notifications, click the little bell.
I'm gonna laugh if you stain your shirt.
She's gonna laugh if I stain my shirt. Click the little bell so you can receive the post notifications, videos that
What
we
happened
post.
with the ceiling?
We post 2 videos a week now, guys. So like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.